good arm moves. He would be the number one pick if he came out today. Big, strong kid with a big-time arm, runs well. But I've seen Ben Johnson and Caleb grow in 8 to 9 weeks. We're 6 years into LaFleur and Jordan Love, and you get these weird stretches where it feels like they're grinding gears. We got 6 years of these two. Don't tell me it's defense. Philadelphia's defense, middle of the pack. Carolina held them to 13 points last week. Now, usually, if it's, a quarterback issue, even bad quarterbacks or limited quarterbacks are good on script, like J.J. McCarthy. Not Green Bay. Their offense is broken. They haven't scored an opening drive touchdown since week 4 against Dallas. They can't even get the scripted stuff right. So this offense is broken. Nothing's working. But you know what I felt last night watching this game? I felt like I was watching two quarterbacks who are dealing with the same thing. Is that the difference between Hurts and Jordan Love and the elite guys is noticeable when they don't have a run game. Okay, Justin Herbert is on a 3-game winning streak with the worst O-line in football on a third-string running back. Mahomes won a Super Bowl with an average run game and a below-average receiving core. I mean, Lamar Jackson wins 12 games a year. Has he ever had a number one receiver? Good tight ends. Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love, they're not that. Both last year had an exceptional run game. You know where the Packers and the Eagles' run games are ranked this year? 20th, 21st. These guys need more. There's about 5 quarterbacks on the planet. Herbert's one of them, Mahomes, Lamar, Josh. They don't need a run game. I mean, Josh Allen got to an AFC championship with no run game years ago. Joe Burrow got to a Super Bowl with a bad O-line. That's not what these guys are. They are good quarterbacks and good guys and good leaders. They're not top 5 guys in the league. And top 5 guys don't need as much. Can get to Super Bowls with completely flawed teams. That Burrow team that got to the Super Bowl was wildly flawed. I mean, it's one of the least impressive rosters that's ever gotten to a Super Bowl. Go look at the Chargers O-line right now. Justin Herbert's getting hit 15 times, 3-game winning streak. So I think reality with Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts is when you give them a dominant run game, man, they're tough. They're throwing on play action. They're using their legs. They're good franchise quarterbacks. There's about 5 guys at any one time in my life in the planet that can reach conference championships, not have a good run game, bunch of injuries everywhere, coach is good, not great, incredibly rare. That's Burrow-esque. That's Lamar, right? Here's Matt LaFleur after.
I don't sense any quit in there, obviously. It's a good football team that we run against. And we just got to be better offensively is really the message. And I thought our defense played really well. I thought we did some good things on teams. And unfortunately, like I said all along, it's just you got to find a way to score more points. And it starts with myself, and then there's some level of execution that has to go with that as well.
Listen, Matt LaFleur is a good coach. Is he Andy Reid? Probably not. Bill Parcells, Jimmy Johnson? Probably not. Good coach. Jordan Love's a good quarterback. He's not great. He's good. And by the way, if you have a good quarterback, Daniel Jones, who's now become a good quarterback with some flaws, fumble issues, they're going to win their division. They're going to host a playoff game. The problem for Green Bay is, Detroit's got a better roster, and Chicago's legitimate. Go look at that Packers schedule. That loss last night, it's going to get tricky navigating this. They got to figure out that offense. They are lost right now. All right, so I don't know if you noticed this last night with Micah Parsons. He didn't have a sack. He didn't have a quarterback hit. Let me check the stats. Oh, it's the second straight game. No sacks, no quarterback hits. Remember when the Cowboys traded him? The reaction was completely over the top. You were only allowed one opinion. Oh, this is a heist for the backers. Oh, they stole him from Jerry and the Cowboys. But there was this one singular voice in the American sports landscape. Just a tiny, humble voice from a tiny, humble man, me, who said, I get it. I get it. I've seen Micah get engulfed by good left tackles. What are his playoff numbers? There's a way to go at Micah. Yeah, remember that? I was the one guy that raised his hand and said, I got a couple first-round picks and Kenny Clark. All right. Green Bay last season through 9 games, 6-3. Green Bay this season through 9 with Micah, 5-3-1. Dallas last year through 9 games, 3-6. Dallas this year through 9, 3-5-1. This is not the NBA, where an amazing dunk, a windmill dunk, can supersede production. It will define you. Dunks will define you. This is the NFL. And Micah's rep has always been he is a splash player, a remarkable athletic splash player. He's not good against the run. Right now, edge rushers, he's 28th in the league against the run. Myles Garrett is elite at both. TJ Watt, good against the run and the pass. He's more versatile. Max Crosby, good against the run, great against the pass. That's not Micah. I mean, the truth is, I was talking this summer to an NFL GM. As a humble man, I was on a park bench all by myself, just me and the iPhone. And I was talking to an NFL GM. And I said, what would you do with Micah? And this GM said, the funny thing about Micah, when he got to Dallas, they tried to make him a linebacker and drop him into coverage. That didn't last very long because he couldn't do it. This GM said he doesn't have great eyes. He's more the heat-seeking missile. See the quarterback, get him. See the ball, get it. There's nothing wrong with that. DeMarcus Lawrence of the Seahawks joked around this weekend. He said, our defense in Seattle for me is see ball, get ball. It's kind of an old expression in the NFL. Micah is a great athlete and a heat-seeking missile. He is great to have in Green Bay when they lead games in the fourth quarter. But when they don't and the offense dries up, he's not very good against the run. And so Philadelphia at the end of a game can try to run the clock down and just run at Micah. I'm not saying he's not worth a first-round pick. I'm not saying he doesn't have value. On the right team, Bill Polian told me this years ago, when your offense is humming, you get a Peyton Manning. Next thing you need, a left tackle, then an edge rusher. Because you're going to be leading games with 6 minutes to go, and they have to pass. The other guys have to pass. So I like the move for Green Bay. But this idea, it made no sense for Dallas. No, I get it. Kenny Clark and 2 firsts? I get Kenny Clark's a good player. So Jerry Jones, remember after the Micah trade that was panned by everybody, Jerry had a little tell on his view on Micah.
Micah is special, and we all know he is, and he can be disruptive. But we have huge amounts of experience with the anecdotes that we've seen used on us for the last 4 years. Right. And while he does make great plays, there is also a way to approach playing against Micah, as we know, because we didn't exactly win the Super Bowl during those years.
Yeah, they tried him at linebacker. No, he wasn't that versatile. You can run at him. He's great when Green Bay's offense is humming. But the last 2 weeks, Green Bay's offense isn't humming. So teams that face Green Bay don't have to, in obvious downs, throw. They don't have to. They can run, they can throw, they can do play action. It's what Carolina did, what Philadelphia did, and you can run at him. So I can think 2 things. Love Micah, great fit for the Packers. But the reaction was so overwrought that Dallas got nothing from it. 2 firsts and Kenny Clark. That's pretty good. Now they have Quinnen Williams, still 2 firsts next year. That's pretty good. When Dallas drafts an edge rusher with their first pick in the next draft, because they don't need a quarterback, they're going to have Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, and a first-round edge rusher. That's elite. That's why the Eagles went and got Jalen Phillips, because they got 2 interior guys that are great, and now they've got an elite edge rusher, Phillips. So, just saying. There was a small, timid man, a humble man in the forest of yelling and screaming, J-Mac. You remember that day when we just said, slow down, 2 first, Kenny Clark is a very nice package. You could, because you don't need a quarterback, you could move down in the first and get more picks with it because the 7 teams need a quarterback. So I think Micah last night, no sacks, no quarterback hits, 2nd week in a row.
Well, you're my dear friend. I like you a lot. I'll just stand aside and say I disagree with this take badly. I won't tell you that Micah is still the Defensive Player of the Year favorite, that he's 3rd in the league in pressures, that the Packers are going to be fine defensively. I got questions about Jordan Love, but I still think Packers won that deal handily.
All right. Herd hierarchy 1 hour from now. What do we do? Who's the best team in the league? Who's the 2nd, 3rd? What do we do with the Chiefs in Denver? Well, Denver's better. Well, their record is, but look who the favorite in the game is. Do you put Buffalo in? Do you put Green Bay in? Talk about all that stuff coming up. Guys, every man hits that moment in life. You're not just tired. You're just not yourself. A little less drive, a little less fire. Have you lost your edge? But you're not done. You're in your 40s. You're built to compete, lead, keep going. That's where M-Drive comes in. Fights that fatigue. M-Drive's real. Performance supplements, clinically backed ingredients, built over 20 years of science. Trusted by men who show up every single day. That's why M-Drive is the #1 men's health brand at Sprouts. It works. Period. Right now, 35% off your first order only from this show. It's our exclusive Black Friday code. HERD35. 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 Only at mdriveformen.com. We're the only one with this deal. Best offer you'll see all year. Don't wait. Don't settle. M-Drive. Keep your edge, guys. Let's be men again.
Hi, it's the Herd. Around the holidays, it's hard to find the right gifts. But you know what's even harder? Getting the right gift. Hey, it's not selfish at all. Everybody wants what they want. And guess what? Verizon's got the perfect solve for both. They have incredible bundles for you and your family. You can get the latest phone with a new line on Verizon's My Plan and a brand new smartwatch and tablet. No trade-in needed. You can get it even on their lowest price plan. That's 3 amazing gifts they are offering. You can give a couple away, gift yourself one, or give one away and gift yourself a couple of them. You can even give them all to yourself. No one has to know. You get to decide who gets what. You're basically Santa, and you don't even have to fly all over the world in one night. Just go to your local Verizon store, get yourself a bundle, a phone, a tablet, and a smartwatch. It's a holiday miracle that you don't want to miss out on.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-2013. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-2013 or biglou.com.
Top Gun is the largest indoor range in the Mid-South, but size isn't their only difference. Top Gun has the best instructors with over 300 years combined experience and classes all the way from first shot to master marksmanship. Plus, Top Gun is affordable. Gold membership is just $48 a month. That's just $1.60 a day for unlimited range time, free gun rentals with purchase of ammo, and members lounge access. Top Gun 2770 Witten Road and TopGunMemphis.com. Always shoot with the best. Top Gun Memphis.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Hi, it's the Herd. Guys, let's be honest. Every man hits that moment when something feels off. You're not tired, just not yourself. A little less drive, a little less fire, that's when you realize you've lost your edge. But you're not alone. You're built to compete, to lead, and keep going. That's why I take M-Drive, because I refuse to coast. Listen, fatigue takes away what makes us, right? M-Drive's real. Performance supplements with clinically backed ingredients built on over 20 years of science. Trusted by men who show up every single day. That's why M-Drive is the #1 men's health brand at Sprouts. It works, period. Right now, get 35% off your first order. 35% with my exclusive Black Friday code HERD35. HERD 35. Only at mdriveformen.com. I'm the only one with this deal. It's the best offer you'll see all year. Don't wait. Don't settle. Take control. Stay strong.
That's mdriveformen.com.
M-Drive. Keep your edge, men. Let's be men again.
Memphis is a love song to soul and style. With the full suite of sought-after designers, brilliant natural diamonds, an elegant bar, luxury VIP lounge, and more, a trip to our store is an experience like no other. Just like the city we love. Stop by any of our stores or visit sissyslogcabin.com and experience Sissy's for yourself. Memphis is our home, and we're your jeweler.
Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Star status, quit playing with me.
We've done it again.
Superstar status, quit playing with me.
2 Hall of Famers.
Radio.
On the same network.
Radio.
Colin Cowherd and Dan Patrick. 2 of the best to do it.
I'ma say it now, we don't play around. When it's crunch time, we gon' lay it down.
2 Hall of Famers and 1 place to hear them. Your Hall of Fame network. We are Fox Sports Radio, and we have the Hall of Famers.
Superstar status, quit playing with me.
The home you've worked so hard for is ready to work hard for you with a home equity loan from Rocket Mortgage. To learn how you can turn your home's equity into cash, visit rocketmortgage.com today. Rocket Mortgage LLC, licensed in all 50 states.
What's poppin', Bears Nation? Spencer Locke, co-pilot, RC-135. Proud to serve at Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska. Like any other good Chicago suburban, all I want for Christmas this year is some shredded cheese. Bear down, baby!
Well, he's feeling pretty good about it. Thanks again. We're saluting all the people who serve this great country, the men and women, your honor, your integrity, and your work ethic and commitment. Thank you so much. A lot of Bears fans these days. A lot of Bears fans. So for the first time in forever, Chicago's offense is better than Green Bay's offense. Everything, big plays, run game, offensive line. PFF has the Bears O-line at 7th, the quarterback. In fact, the Bears offense against the Packers offense, it's startling. Big plays, the Bears have 78. Packers have 57. They have a better run game, significantly. So also, I'll take DJ Moore and Rome Odunze over a lot of Packer receivers. It's starting to feel like, now that Kraft is gone, receiver and tight end by committee. Also, the Bears have been great in close games this year. The Packers have been bad. So whatever that clutch gene is, Caleb has it. So, it's a good question. Jordan Love's peak, was it 2023 against the Cowboys in Dallas playoff game? Remember that? What's Caleb Williams' peak? Sunday? So it does feel like one is absolutely ascending. I think the thing that's most impressive, last year, Caleb sacked 68 times. This year, 14. So listen, he's getting the messaging. He's coachable. And that's like a big thing. Like the more extraordinary a quarterback's talent is, sometimes they're going to do what they do. I've always said this. Lamar Jackson, I can see that he takes to coaching. He doesn't have to. He'd still win 70% of his games. I can see Caleb taking to coaching. When you get that A-plus quarterback talent, it doesn't take long, right? Like the Bengals did not win a playoff game for 31 years. Joe Burrow's already won 5, and he's been hurt a lot. The Buffalo Bills, 2000 to 2018, had 3 winning seasons. They're on their 7th straight winning season. So Drake May, Caleb Williams are A prospects. They erase a lot of things quickly. I mean, let's be honest about New England. We said going into the season, they don't really have a number 1 receiver, a number 1 tight end. The O-line's okay. He's kind of erased all of that. Remember when I used to call LeBron the human eraser in Cleveland? He didn't have an all-star around him. They got to the finals. I mean, it's just that's what great does. I think Chicago's got much better personnel, top to bottom, than New England does. But Drake May and Caleb have this ability. They erase stuff. They can play bad for a half, 3 quarters, and then turn it on in the 4th quarter. And they're the launch pad. A great quarterback is a launch pad, the rocket booster for success. And you look at those numbers, Bears and Packers. It's not just the big plays. Caleb was a better prospect. Caleb's got a bigger arm. The run game for Chicago now is elite. It's hard to cheat on the run game when you got Caleb moving outside. So it's noticeable. And again, Green Bay feels stuck. Chicago feels like it's ascending. Chicago's really been good in these close games. Should get better, right, young team? Green Bay feels stuck in close games. J-Mac with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herd Line News.
All right, Colin, let's start with the NBA. Huge breaking news just before the show came on. Nico Harrison, the embattled GM of the Dallas Mavericks, has been fired. Yes, the man who delivered Luka to the Lakers. Thank you, Nico Harrison. He got his walking papers this morning from the Mavs. Dallas is off to a brutal start this season. I believe they are 3-8. Another tough loss last night to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, if Kyrie Irving doesn't get hurt, they wouldn't be as rudderless, and it may feel different because he didn't get fired after the trade.
Right.
But then when you watch them now, and it's not just that they're losing, but they're a mishmash of too young and not lead. They don't have a leader on the floor. And you can't ask Cooper Flagg. He should be in high school. He should be his first year at Duke. So they just don't have an offense. So in an offensive league, it's a really ugly look. Again, they could have this record if they were fun offensively, kind of had a direction. We're losing close games late. It's not that. It's like an NFL team that can't complete passes. Like they're so hard to watch that you're kind of stuck. And now Nico's going to take the fall.
As you see on the screen, it's all been a disaster. Now, listen, I'm not defending his trade at all. I still think it was a horrible trade. But Kyrie Irving, I believe, as you said, went down something like a week or 2 after the trade. And his timeline was, hey, the next 3 years we're in the mix with Kyrie, with Anthony Davis. And, of course, now Kyrie out for the year. And Anthony Davis is now hurt at the beginning of the season. I know they got Cooper Flagg, but as you said, he's 18 years old. Dallas Mavericks fans were chanting fire Nico basically all season at home. Klay Thompson's been a disaster.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes the best laid plans, they just go sideways. And we'll never get to find out
think about
if
this.
Kyrie and AD would work.
When he made the move, immediately after, the Mavericks fell apart. Like 4 guys got hurt. And this year, Kyrie gets hurt. So if nobody ever got, if they had the, AD, if they had the average number of injuries an NBA team has, they're kind of like the 49ers in the NFL of the NBA. Like their stars are always hurt. If they didn't have those injuries, Nico would be fine. They would have been a better team last year. The press would have pulled back. But new owners in Dallas, Mark Cuban, not the owner now, they listen to this stuff. The environment in the home arena is bad. Reportedly, the players like playing on the road better than at home. So you had to do something.
It's just a tough spot. Cooper Flagg did look great last night, by the way, in the loss to
That was his best game as a pro.
Yeah, best game. I think he had 26. All right, let's move on to the L.A. Chargers, Colin. Very nice win over Aaron Rodgers and company on Sunday Night Football. They're looking to keep pace in the AFC West. Obviously, the Broncos battle the Chiefs, and the Chargers, they're hanging tough there. Justin Herbert, man, I'm worried about him, Colin. Sacked 5 times, was hit 9 times against the Steelers, had his ankle rolled up on it. An ordinary guy probably would have been down for the count. Here's Jim Harbaugh on the ankle injury suffered by Herbert.
Any concern there at all with his physical status?
I do have an update on his physical status. He is still a beast.
Oh, I love that guy. Obviously, Chargers have the Jags this weekend. Obviously, the Jags stink, but be careful.
That's it. Okay, every week I tell you I'm staying away from a game. Okay, so Philadelphia, Green Bay last night. I'm staying away from that thing. A couple weeks ago, it was Denver, Houston. A weird vibe. Jags, Chargers is a stay away game. I mean, Jags can rush the passer. The Chargers O-line is, I'm not sure there's been an O-line this bad in years. They're on third string. Everybody PFF has them like last at their position. You can win some home games over teams like that. Hard to win roadies cross country. Tough.
So remember, they went to Tennessee a few weeks ago and they were huge favorites. I took the bait. And then they give up a punt return touchdown. Herbert has a pick 6. They don't cover. They did get the win. This could be a close game. We'll see if Jacksonville gets healthier at wide receiver. Maybe Brian Thomas is back. But I don't know. Do you really think the Chargers get through to the playoffs, Colin? And I ask because of the injuries. I don't know that they can overcome. Okay. Both tackles gone.
This is the difference. This is really the difference between a star quarterback and like Brock Purdy, who's good, or Jordan Love, who's good. Brock Purdy, last year, teams dinged up. Against playoff teams, he was 1-6. Justin Herbert, with the worst O-line in the league and no number 1 receiver, has won 3 straight games. The difference between the Herberts, and he's a top 5 or 6 guy, and the good quarterbacks, we just watched last night. Take away the run game from Hurts and Jordan Love, and they shrink. Justin Herbert is the singular best example in this league. Mahomes has been for years. He doesn't have a run game. He doesn't have an offensive line. He doesn't have a number 1 receiver. He gets hit more than any quarterback. So what? He wins games. And that is the absolute Burrow Super Bowl team is the greatest example I've ever seen of a star quarterback with an average roster, good receivers, average roster, getting to a Super Bowl. Herbert's got that quality.
So I'm looking at the schedule, Colin. This is not great for Herbert's health, knowing that offensive line. They still have games against Philadelphia. We saw how nasty their defensive front is. We know Spagnuolo is going to dial up pressure, and they have to face Houston and Denver. Those are 4 of probably the best front sevens in the 4 of the top 10 front sevens in the league. If they lose all 4 of those, that's 7 losses. I don't know if that gets them to the playoffs in the AFC.
I don't know if it does either. I picked them as I had them for 3rd in their division. I said Denver, Kansas City, Chargers, and I feel pretty strong. I like Kansas City this weekend over Denver.
Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm worried about the Chargers now. All right, final story, Colin. Let's go to the Buffalo Bills. Interesting subplot here for the Buffalo Bills. So the offense has not been amazing. They went scoreless for the first 3 quarters against lowly Miami. This is where it gets interesting. Yesterday, Brian Daboll was fired by the Giants. We know where Brian Daboll was previously, in Buffalo. He didn't create Josh Allen, but he was with him as he rose to become a superstar. So is there a world where the Bills move off of Joe Brady, their OC, and bring in Brian Daboll? Well, of course, Sean McDermott was asked about it. Here's what he had to say.
Joe's a good coach. He really is. We've got a really good offensive staff. They've had really good games. You're gonna have some games you want back, some play calls you want back. Those happen. So it's how you respond to them, and I'm fully confident in our offensive staff.
Would there be any consideration to reaching out to him to see if he had any interest in joining the staff in any way?
Yeah, no, I understand why you're asking that. Brian's a great coach. It's unfortunate to see that happen to him. At this point, that's not under any type of consideration.
I'd hire Brian Daboll. I'd say, here's a couple, Hundy. I want you to look at our offense, and I just tell me what you see.
Yeah. In an advisor role, right?
Yeah.
We'll bring him on as an advisor.
I like that.
Well, if I'm the Buffalo Bills OC, Think about this, Colin. Let's say I was struggling here in my role, and you said, we're going to bring on someone as an advisor, J-Mac,
I love
just
that.
to help you out.
Yeah, we may have somebody like doing that right now. Who knows?
Well, I would instantly fire up the old resume and see what else is out there, because I know once you do that, I think it's going to bring in a little panic to Buffalo. The problem is Daboll knows Allen well. He knows the head coach well. So this is a tough spot for Buffalo. And Colin, let's be real. They better go all in here. I still think the Bills, at their full strength, are the best team in the AFC. I know you disagree. That's fine. But I don't think you mess around here. If they screw up and cannot deliver against Tampa, I think Brian Daboll will be in some kind of role on the Bills in 2 weeks.
Buffalo is what I've watched. I watched them get housed. I watched them lose to Atlanta.
And beat Kansas City, though. Pretty handily.
At home, game of the year, circle it, barely. I mean, they had the greatest effort of the year, and then the next week, they were bad before it, they were bad after it.
Okay.
I mean,
So who's the best team in the AFC, Colin? Right now.
Kansas City. Maybe Baltimore.
4 and 5 Baltimore right now is the best team?
Herd hierarchy isn't standings. That's the other network. I don't do standings. I do who the best team is now, today.
If you have the Ravens at number 1 in the AFC in the herd hierarchy, I'm out. You do the final 2 hours solo. No way. I'm not standing for that, Colin.
J-Mac with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
So, if you had to say who are the 10 most important people in the NFL, and I'm counting everybody. Mahomes and Andy Reid are way up there. Jim Harbaugh's going to get votes. Josh Allen's going to get votes. Myles Garrett, all 31 other teams would want him if he was on the market. And honestly, if you could get him, most teams would do it. How about Howie Roseman, GM of the Eagles? Top 10. Anybody watch Jalen Phillips last night? Yeah, unlike Micah, 52 snaps, 7 pressures, 6 tackles, 2 quarterback hits, and a fumble recovery. Why are the Eagles the team that always makes moves like this? An elite pass rusher for a third-round pick, and if he doesn't re-sign with them because he's a free agent, they get a third-round pick back. The Dodgers defer payments to stack their roster. Your billionaire that owns a baseball team can do the same thing, right? The Eagles have made 9 trades since training camp. The gap in this league between how the Bengals operate and how the Eagles operate is the gap between the Pirates and the Dodgers. You can defer payments. The Dodgers are doing it. Anybody could do it. So I look at Howie Roseman. I think he's one of the 10 most important people in the league. Jalen Phillips was a 5-star recruit in high school, dominant player. Goes to UCLA, great player, gets banged up. He goes to the Dolphins, 8.5 sacks his rookie year. He was available. Miami, we were talking about it for 3 weeks. Miami's going to make moves. Why is it always Howie Roseman? Philadelphia is the best team, arguably, over the last 5 years in the NFC. We don't love the quarterback. We don't love the coach. It's Howie Roseman. So, and we're all products of our environment, and I think this is the psychology that Howie Roseman gets. We're all products of our environment. There are a lot of people listening or watching the show right now. You are excellent at what you do. Your boss stinks and your company stinks. If I put you, the same person, man or woman, in a better company with a better boss, you'd flourish. Right? Because you go to work with a bad company, you go to work with a bad boss, you're just treading water. Right? We're none of us are born in a test tube. Our environments matter. The people around us. So you take a Jalen Phillips, he's just, again, great pass rusher. When Miami leads, that would be great. But in the fourth quarter, when he was there, Miami trailed a lot. So teams are running against Miami. Now you put him in Philadelphia. Philadelphia leads in the second half. Then they can pin the ears back and Jalen Phillips can go after you. And you're watching that game last night. He jumps off the television. He's been a tremendous, tremendous player. Now he's in a more uplifting, joyful, optimistic, positive environment. it wasn't hard to figure out. I'm watching him. I'm like, why is it always Howie? Here's Jalen Phillips on his big game last night at Lambeau.
I just felt super grateful. It was the first time in a while that I've gotten a little emotional before a game. Just, obviously this stage and, coming here is my first time at Lambeau, walking out through that tunnel. It doesn't get better than that. So, yeah, I'm definitely grateful. Felt amazing energy from the guys. It was just an air of confidence. And, everybody played together. We had a great game, honestly. It was super gritty. So, yeah, I'm just grateful to be here for sure.
Everybody went crazy on the Micah deal. This was a heist. A third-round pick for a potential rental player, or you could sign him. He's a tremendous player. It's funny, in college, he had some injuries. Did he, retire briefly from football in college at UCLA? But I can remember watching his high school tape. Unbelievable five-star recruit. He's always been a great player. And it was just when Seattle went out and got Rashid Shaheed, the receiver, it's like that is going to pay dividends. John Snyder, great GM. You watched that game last night. It's when you can, like Myles Garrett's like this, when you can turn the TV on and you're let's say you're a casual fan. You don't know all the defensive players. You watched that game last night. There was a play where he literally grabbed the defensive end. I think we showed it on the tape, pushed him over and made the tackle to the running back. That is elite. That is really, really hard to do. Yeah, here it is right there. That is an incredible play. The home buying process is really complex. You're signing a lot of papers, and that means scammers see it as an opportunity, pose as lenders to take advantage of you or me. They can step in during that lending process only to pocket funds for themselves. Protect yourself with LifeLock. Cyber threats are everywhere. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for identity threats. That's way more than I'm going to do or you're going to do on our own. And then LifeLock alerts you right away if anything pops up. If you become a victim of identity theft, LifeLock puts a restoration specialist, U.S.-based, on it immediately or your money back. Your protection's backed by LifeLock's $1 Million Protection Package. They got your back. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock if you put in the promo code HERD, H-E-R-D. You can either call 1-800-LifeLock or go to LifeLock.com. Promo code HERD, both instances, 40% off. LifeLock terms apply. If you're a homeowner, you know it took years of saving, planning, and hard work to get in the door. Then make that house a home, right? Now, all that effort has built something hugely valuable. Equity. It's the portion of your home you truly own that you can tap into to fund what's next in your life. And Rocket Mortgage is here to help you turn your home's equity into cash. So fund your next dream with Rocket Mortgage. Go to rocketmortgage.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, Equal Housing Lender, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Makita's built for the pros who show up early, who don't do shortcuts, only precise cuts. With tools built to last, job after job, year after year. Performance that pays off, because when the job calls for the best, you answer. And when you need the best, you call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code HERD. That's promo code HERD. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Hi, friends. It's Bill Russell at Russell Brothers Fine Jewelers. The seasons have changed, and fall is my favorite time of the year. Fall means that Christmas is right around the corner, and we all start preparing for that most wonderful time of the year. All families have their own traditions, and they bring so much joy. And a part of that joy comes in giving gifts to those we love. For over 5 decades, Russell Brothers Jewelers has been the source of many of the most beautiful gifts ladies in Memphis have ever seen. Gifts that are cherished and frequently handed down from one generation to the next. Gentlemen, as you think about a gift for your special lady this Christmas or any time, I hope you will think about Russell Brothers Jewelers. Beauty, value, quality, and service are our hallmarks at Russell Brothers. This Christmas, come see us at Russell Brothers. We will help make you the best St. Nick ever. Russell Brothers Fine Jewelers, 4646 Poplar at Perkins.
Here's what sets NST Law apart. They don't just work in Memphis, they ride for Memphis. From school fundraisers to courtroom battles, they show up where it matters. And when someone in this city gets hurt, NST goes toe-to-toe with insurance giants. No fear, no favors. It's not just the law to them, it's loyalty. And if you ever need backup after a crash, NST's got your back. NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000 or check out nstlaw.com.
Stacy, are you wearing yoga pants to go shopping?
Oh, we're not going out shopping. We're staying in with JTV.
I love jewelry television. Their pearls, their lab-grown diamond jewelry.
Oh, hello. What about their Italian gold and moissanite fire?
Okay, but what about the guys on my holiday list?
Relax. JTV has gifts galore, even for men, like watches and sunglasses.
Watch JTV live and on streaming or shop jtv.com for amazing holiday deals.
Ready to shop?
Yes, but can I borrow a pair of sweats?
It's takeover time, and you'll know when. This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Marks Bensdorf Realtors, and the takeover time I mentioned is when your house has been on the market for so long and you want somebody to come in, take over, properly market it, and get it sold. People often say when you want the job done, call Sheldon, because I have a highly successful strategic marketing program that can mean the difference in what you make and when. It involves preparation before you go on the market, along with proper presentation and accurate pricing based on our ever-changing market and rates, and being made aware of what's going on around you so you can make intelligent decisions, not merely guessing. Call me at 483-0546 or memphisrelocate.com and let me take your listing over and get it sold. I may be lousy at golf, but I sure do sell some homes. Call me, Sheldon Rosengarten, 483-0546 or memphisrelocate.com.
And Patrick, that sounds like he might be touchable. One more Colin Cowherd?
Be honest about it.
How about some more Doug Gottlieb?
I want to be your guy who's here every single stinking day.
More Fox Sports Radio?
Any way you want this, I can make it happen.
Then it's yours. All of it.
We love it!
Download the iHeartRadio app and indulge while you do things.
Do it! That's a good thing.
This is Fox Sports Radio.
If you've ever worried about the safety of your home, listen up. Simply Safe giving early access to their Black Friday sale. 60% off any new system. Just go to simplysafecolin.com.
This is 130th Field Artillery Brigade, currently deployed at Camp Air John Kuwait.
Honestly, do the Lakers need LeBron back? Last night, Rui, Austin Reeves, Luka. Austin Reeves, through 8 games, he's averaging 30 a game. It's the best he's ever been. Rui, through 11 games, the best he's ever been. Field goal percentage, 3-point percentage. DeAndre Ayton is playing with joy and effort. This is the Lakers' best offense since LeBron joined in 2018. It's never, and some of it's J.J. Redick. He is amazing at creating space for his players. They're number 1 in points, field goal percentage, offensive rating. No LeBron. And remember, Rob Pelinka, Austin Reeves is his guy. So if they moved him, it would have to be the deal of the century. You know, there have been times they've appreciated LeBron, but Austin Reeves and Luka, those are Pelinka's guys. Right? He made the deal with Luka. He found Austin Reeves. That's where the loyalty is. And this is the interesting thing. I'm pro LeBron. But LeBron has always needed the ball to play his best. That was great at 28. It's not great at 41. LeBron's also amazing at elevating B players. Luka's now better than LeBron. And Austin Reeves, many would argue, is an A- player. So LeBron dominating the ball, he can take the oxygen out of the offense. He can a little bit, right? He needs the ball. It was fine when he was the best player. He's not. Luka's a much better offensive player now. So, and you got, remember, the loyalty in this organization, Rob Pelinka runs the show. Okay, the new guys are baseball people, right? Rob runs the show, just got a contract extension. Luka's his guy, steal of the century, right, in the trade. And then Austin Reeves is his guy. So that's that. And J.J. Redick is so good. He's really a specialist at creating space. Rui's never played this good through 11 games. He's been a hot and cold player. Austin Reeves has never been this good. So here is Luka. Just, it feels like a very joyful, freed up offense. Everybody's got space. You know, nobody is taking the ball and becoming a ball stopper. Good movement, excellent space. Here's Luka on having Austin Reeves back.
It's great. I was pushing him to get back. I needed him back, so it's always great to have him back. He's an amazing player. So, I mean, you saw it today. Just after missing 4 games, it's not, or I don't know how much it was. It's not easy to just come back and perform the way he performed. So props to him, and we're happy to have him back.
You know, it looks like a bunch of kids having fun, and Dad's been gone for a couple weeks. When Dad comes back, everything gets a little tight. Everybody's shoulders get a little tight. Am I wrong on this? Austin Reeves and Rui have never been this good to start a season. Now, again, J.J. Redick gets some credit. But he's not Phil Jackson yet. It seems fairly obvious that LeBron at 41, the idea that he's going to play off ball a lot. LeBron's not an elite shooter. LeBron needs the ball. I'm just saying, I'm not starting anything. I'm just addressing what appears to be fairly obvious. If you're a Laker fan and you've watched the game, look at the movement and spacing. It's unbelievable how clean it is.
I just pulled the pin on the grenade and chucked it, but I'm not starting anything. I'm not starting anything. There's nothing. Listen, Colin, settle down. Take a deep breath. It's LeBron. Probably the smartest basketball player we've seen in the history of the NBA. I mean, is that a stretch? He's a absolute big brain genius out there.
But he does have a style. He does have a style.
Well, you know what? We got to adapt our styles. My style coming onto this show, I had my own radio show for like 5 years. I want to run the show. I got to play off you. You're the man. This is your show. Okay. I got to adapt my style. We all have to change, Colin.
I don't think 41-year-old superstars change.
Old dogs can't teach them new tricks?
No, I think that's always been the thing. Kevin Durant, you can just plop into any offense, catch and shoot. That's not LeBron. There are certain guys that you know what they bring. Westbrook brings energy. Not efficiency, but energy. Durant, catch and shoot, late in the shot clock. LeBron needs the ball. LeBron's really smart, elevates B-level players, and in his prime was the best player on the floor, usually by a stretch. He's not the best player on the Lakers. He's not the best player on the Lakers. In an offensive league, Luke is a much cleaner, purer shooter.
So I'm trying to think of an example of someone who was ball dominant in the NBA and needed to pivot as they got older. And you're right. A lot of these guys, like Allen Iverson, could never adjust.
Your game is your game.
Carmelo Anthony could never adjust. I need the ball. I'm just going to put faith in LeBron. Again, smart player.
I'm not doubting that.
All NBA last year. I think it's going to be okay. And remember, him and Luka and Reeves, there are going to be some clunky moments. I think they've played something like 21 games together. That's it. There haven't been many. So they're going to iron things out. The schedule. Hey, by the way, OKC Lakers tomorrow night in OKC should be a good one. We know Luka owns OKC historically, dating back to his Mavs days. LeBron will not be at that one. He'll be,
right.
Yeah.
NFL schedule, week 10, week 11. Let's look it up. Let's dial up the NFL schedule. I think the lines are First of all, there's some unbelievable games. Seahawks-Rams could be the game of the year in the NFL.
And you're wedded to Seattle on that one, huh?
I get points with Seattle. I don't think the home field's a big edge. The Rams are more efficient than Seattle. I think Seattle's got, those are two of the top 4 or 5 rosters in the league or better. Detroit at Philadelphia is a really interesting game. Kansas City at Denver late afternoon. That's a pretty interesting game. Keep your eye on this one.
Slate. Oh my gosh.
Keep your eye on this one. Bears at Vikings.
What do you do with that one?
Well, Bears are the better team. I looked at the line on this. It is if the wise guys think that Kevin O'Connell and J.J. McCarthy, you can see from the lines, people don't buy the Bears. The guys in the desert don't buy the Bears. They still, they're like, okay, it's Ben Johnson. It's not, despite all the glowing numbers, the lines vary, to me, a little wonky on the Bears-Vikings. Bears could win this game the way they're playing now comfortably.
Just remember the Bears had scored, I believe, 7 points on the New York Giants through 3 quarters. The Giants defense, who hasn't stopped anybody in weeks. So, I don't know. I would probably lean J.J. McCarthy and company in that one. But that's probably a stay away. I still think the best bets are the Patriots Thursday night and the Dolphins in Madrid against Washington. So far, at least.
I've never bet a game played in Madrid. I'm gonna keep that going. All right, hour 2, herd hierarchy. Who is now the best team in the league? It's not Philadelphia. It's not Kansas City. They may be close. Plus Nick Wright.
The secret to getting endless hot water at home. Go tankless with Navien. Navien tankless water heaters provide endless hot water for spa-like comfort. How? They heat water on demand, right when you need it, instead of wasting energy by storing it in a tank, which means you get instant hot water that never ever runs out. Right now, save hundreds on Navien tankless water heaters with local rebates. It's easy. Visit tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager. Hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
On eBay, every find has a story. Like if you're looking for a vintage band t-shirt, the one you wore everywhere until you lost it, now you're on eBay, and there it is. The things you love have a way of finding their way back to you, especially on eBay. From rare collectibles and vintage cars to designer fashion, it's all there. Shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love.
Air. We breathe it naturally. Simple, right? Not so fast. The air you breathe could be hazardous to your health. Don't guess. Be sure with a phone call to the Memphis Mold Inspector, the only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South. Call the Memphis Mold Inspector to check the air quality inside your home and office. Protect babies, pets, new homes, old homes, employees, friends, loved ones, and you. Just call 901-292-7788 for clean air and peace of mind. 901-292-7788 for the Memphis Mold Inspector. Mercedes-Benz Van Center Memphis has serious vans for serious work. At 4430 American Way, they are the Mid-South source for cargo, passenger, crew vans, and custom chassis. Need one or a full fleet? New or used, they've got it. With fleet solutions and custom upfit. Certified techs keep you moving with fast maintenance, repairs, and a large parts inventory. Mercedes-Benz Van Center is your Sprinter Van headquarters. 901-237-9302 or sprintervans.com. Mercedes-Benz Van Center Memphis, part of the Tag Truck Center family, driven to keep you on the road.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door, literally, to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person.
Hi, welcome in.
They're powered by Smart Tech and ready to do your taxes for you. Get real-time updates while you go about your day. Confident your taxes are done right. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax, NYC opening soon. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Listen up, Rebel fans. Your next winning drive starts at Landers Ford in Collierville. Their game plan is simple. Find you the most savings possible. Make a trade, lower your payments, or let them buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from them. That's how you keep moving the chains. Just like the Grove on game day. Fans all across the Mid-South keep coming back to the #1 Ford dealership in Greater Memphis. See them today in Collierville or online at LandersFordMemphis.com. When you own a Landers Ford, you get the support of a certified service tech with the Landers Ford Remote Service Experience Program. They pick it up, drop it off, or fix it on the spot, so you're never left watching from the sidelines. To finish the drive, the iconic Landers Easy Pass always brings more for your trade and the biggest discounts to put you in victory formation. And now, straight from the 1977 Ole Miss football team that took down #1 ranked Notre Dame, the final snap of the day from Landers Ford President Don Kitchens.
If it doesn't say Landers, you paid too much.
As reported on Ford's 2024 Total New Vehicle Retail Sales Report, Memphis Market.
For over 25 years, Sports 56 has been covering the Memphis sports scene with great sports talk throughout the day. You can start your day Monday through Friday with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy from 7 to 10. Greg and Eli will get you caught up on everything that happened the night before, along with plenty of lively debate, great guests, and opportunities to win great prizes throughout the week. Join Greg and Eli Monday through Friday right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Original sports station. We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis.
Mavericks GM Nico Harrison is out. He was fired today after the team slipped to 3-8 with a fan base that refuses to forget or forgive the Luka Doncic trade. The Eagles edged the Packers on Monday Night Football. That closed out Week 10 of the NFL season. Philly's Saquon Barkley says there's no room for panic in a tight game.
It can go really, really good. You can be driving, and one play can knock it all off. So, just got to stay with it.
The Eagles have won 3 in a row. They improved to an NFC East leading 7-2. The Pack have lost back-to-back games. They're third now in the NFC North. Bengals QB Joe Burrow's targeting a Thanksgiving return to action after practicing for the first time since toe surgery Monday. Jets wideout Garrett Wilson, he'll miss 3 to 4 weeks. He's got a sprained knee suffered Sunday. Major League Baseball's general managers meetings are underway in Vegas, marking the unofficial start to the offseason. A's first baseman Nick Kurtz and Braves catcher Drake Baldwin, they were named Rookies of the Year Monday. And the Rangers finally won their first home game of the season. They beat the Predators behind 2 goals from Artemi Panarin. And that's sports. I'm Scott Davidson.
Previously on The Herd.
Push rewind. It can't take this long to solve stuff with James Cook and Josh Allen. I mean, John Elway had a good coach in Dan Reeves. He needed a better one in Mike Shanahan. You just can't go on losing streaks. You can't lose to Miami and trail 16-0 at half, and you have Josh Allen.
A new day in The Herd starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You guys can laugh at me all you want.
This is The Herd.
Oh, yeah.
With Colin Cowherd.
I'm setting the tone.
Best show on radio. This is The Herd.
All right, you want to talk sports?
The Herd with Colin Cowherd starts now.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. It is a Tuesday. Herd Hierarchy a minute away. Live in Chicago, which is not far from Green Bay. What a mess that was last night. 0-0 at half. Greg Olson, hour from now. Nick Wright, 5 minutes from now. You know, J-Mac, it's like I'm a good luck charm for those Bears. That offense is humming. Green Bay last night. Green Bay's just lost. They don't know what they are. They can't run the ball. LaFleur loves to run the ball. I mean, first half they had 6 completions. So Matt LaFleur, what he wants to do, his team's incapable of doing. And so it's there's no rhythm to Green Bay's offense to me at all.
Well, the wide receiver room is real beat up. Matthew Golden missed. And then they were playing a converted cornerback, Bo Melton, at wide receiver. Did you see that drop he had on 4th down? Why are you targeting a cornerback on 4th down and 9? I was perplexed by the offense.
All right, it is time. What to do with the Buffalo Bills? What to do with the Green Bay Packers? Let's hit it, herd hierarchy.
Herd hierarchy.
Time is now. Let's go.
The top 10 NFL teams according to college. Number 10.
Indianapolis has the number 1 scoring offense, number 1 in yards per play, number 1 in total offense. They've scored 30-plus points in 5 of 6 games. Do they have a ceiling with Daniel Jones? Yep, he's becoming Daniel Jones again. A lot of giveaways. But here's a remarkable number on Jonathan Taylor. He has over 800 yards after contact, after he's been hit. So this offense is the real deal. It's got a ceiling, but I put Indy. They got to be in here. I put them at 10.
Number 9.
Justin Herbert's unbelievable. The Chargers have the worst pass blocking line I think I've ever seen, and yet they're second best in the NFL on 3rd down. How? They're on a number 3 running back. How? The fact that they're 6-1 against the AFC, 3-0 against their division, they don't really have a true number 1 on their 3rd best running back, and the pass blocking line is egregiously bad. Justin Herbert's been hit, pressured 113 times. Second place, 24 fewer times. Herbert and Harbaugh deserve to be in here, 9.
Number 8.
Lions. Listen, they win. They haven't lost back-to-back games since like 2022, longest streak in the league. So, and say what you want, Jared Goff, 70-plus completion percentage in 8 straight road games. That extends an NFL record. We always thought of him as good inside, bad on the road. He looked pretty good to me. They've got multiple guys with 8-plus touchdowns. Amon St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs. Do we trust Dan Campbell situationally in big spots? I don't know if I do. He took over play calling duties this weekend. Not great. Detroit at 8.
Number 7.
Ravens. Don't care about their record. These aren't standings. Basically, they average 30 points a game and 6.1 yards a play when Lamar Jackson plays. Sorry, you're going to make the list. Also, if they play the NFC, take them. They're 25-3. I like the roster when healthy. I like the quarterback. I like the coach. Don't care much about the record. As long as they stay healthy, they'll be a playoff team. They're going to win this division. I think after you watch Pittsburgh against the Chargers, that's fairly obvious.
Number 6.
The Broncos. You can't keep winning this way, and I don't think they're going to beat Kansas City this weekend. They're one of 2 teams. The Saints are the other. To trail in every game. It's not sustainable. But they've won 7 games in a row because their coach is great, their defense is stacked, their O-line's excellent, fewest sacks allowed, yet most sacks delivered. That's very rare in the NFL. I got Denver at 6.
Number 5.
But Kansas City's going to beat them this weekend. They're the current favorite to beat them this weekend, and they've outgained 7 of the last 8 opponents. Listen, I don't love their run game, but I mean, I went back and looked this morning. How many great run games has Patrick Mahomes had? Coach, coordinator, weapons, I like them. Buffalo tends to circle the wagons and play their best game every year in the regular season against Kansas City. Congratulations. How's that working out for you? I got Kansas City at 5.
Number 4.
The enigmatic Eagles at 4. Listen, they're 4-1 against teams with winning records. They sort of play to their competition. So they beat the Rams and the Chiefs and the Bucs and the Packers. They beat good teams and they beat them on the road. They do not give the ball up. I said this about Caleb Williams. He doesn't throw picks. The Eagles don't turn the ball over. And they're very good in the red zone. So again, playoff football, November football is situational football. It's winning on the road. And they do. And by the way, Jalen Phillips, did you notice last night? They pressured Jordan Love on 40% of his dropbacks. That is a heist to get Jalen Phillips at the trade deadline for a 3rd down pick. And if he leaves, you get a 3rd round pick back. That is great GMing.
Number 3.
The Patriots. They go to Buffalo. They win. They play Tampa off a bye. They win. Drake May, 8 of 9 games, 100-plus passer rating. I'm sorry, and he's doing it without a number one wide receiver, a good, not great offensive line. They're 5-0 on the road. That counts for something on this list. And they've got a lockdown corner, and almost nobody in the league does. They're 7-0 when Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon plays. So, I mean, you're just watching a great coach, a great emerging quarterback, Kyle Williams, the wide receiver, and Travion Henderson. Play them, please. This weekend they did, and they were exceptional.
Number 2.
The Seahawks. Best point differential in the NFC. Sam Darnold is the highest graded quarterback in the league. I mean, he's just fantastic. Tied for the fewest sacks allowed on offense. So there can be a little